Hello, my name is GregTech, and welcome back. Our GregTech New Horizons Season 2. I am currently just trying to fill up our extreme industrial greenhouse with these glowing coral seeds. I honestly have no idea how to get, like, any other way to get scenarium. I may end up just doing the same thing with beads. We do have room for 8,152 more bees. Maybe I will do that as well. Kind of have multiple things going at the same time is kind of what I'm thinking. I have had these running for quite some time here. Darkwood. Yeah, so you can see we got 63 million of that. I just crafted up a whole bunch of fertilizer. 37 million fertilizer using the chemical reactor recipe. So yeah, I'm just trying to... Oh, I need to turn that off. Boost this up because... Yeah, moving forward. Yeah, there we go, 40,000. Moving forward, we are gonna need scenarium in super huge amounts, and we are just not getting it super quick. This thing over here, we did set this up originally and decided that it's absolute garbage. We don't even, this is a waste of power doing scenarium that way. So I think, yeah, going this route, but even this, since you need 16 per, like, scenarium, it's something. I think we could maybe do 1 million. Yeah. But you just need so much. The problem is these SMD things. Holy cow, do we go through insane amounts of SMD, optical SMDs in the Hycarium. It's just crazy how much we go through, but... Yeah, we can kind of see it jumping around a little bit. I don't fully know... Like, why does it change every time? I don't really know how these works, but yeah, I'm thinking we'll do that. How many more? Might as well fill this up completely. We do need a little bit of steel leaf, but we don't go through it a lot. That's why there's a few in there, but not a lot. Now we can still have like 1,600 more. All right, I thought we were getting close to capping it, so I'll let that run and craft up those circuits. All right, so maybe I should think about doing this as well, because the bees do actually convert. It's like direct. The scenarium bee just creates it directly. So as opposed to the greenhouse, which does the coral, and then we have to convert the coral into scenarium, this just produces scenarium, unfortunately. 5%. So, yeah, I guess I should just go ahead and probably do that. Yeah, I think we'll do that. All right. I don't know if... It's been a long time since I've actually even talked about bees. But in case you don't know, there is a swarmer function on the industrial apiary. Unfortunately, it does require... You're only allowed to have one queen in there. But basically, you just feed it royal jelly. So I just have a input bus of royal jelly, and then it just produces massive amounts of ignoble princesses. So it's a little bit of a pain because you do need to turn them into quees to put them in there, but this is how I get my princesses. And thankfully also I need to deal with this, which I am actually doing. I just crafted up a void cell, so I'm finally getting around to doing this, but I wanted to get more Imperial Princesses. We barely don't need as many as I crafted up, but yeah, I wanted more Imperial so I could produce Royal Jelly faster, to produce the Scenarium bees faster. But yeah, I just thought I would show that, because it's probably been a while since I have shown the Swarmer, and that's how I get all my ignoble bees for this. Thankfully, they do not... it won't kill your ignoble bees. You don't need the perfect princesses in, or the perfect. That's my original perfect, or not perfect, pristine, yeah, pristine. So yeah, so we basically use that one to get all the other ones. Also, I didn't realize the scenarium recipe was kind of slow. Our autoclaves only do 100 every 6 seconds, I believe. Yeah, so that is actually, I didn't realize that was actually slow, because usually we either craft them up with the recipe that we're using, but I just had such a huge backlog of scenarium, and we finally just eaten through it. Yeah, that's kind of why we are running low on scenarium. I don't even remember how much we had, but I had that running for so long, and we weren't using it. Now that we're crafting up so many Eye of Harmonies, we are just tearing through it. So as I was kind of messing around with this stuff, making the drones, also for some reason this didn't reset when I pulled all the other drones out. It was still showing like all the different combs that we weren't producing, so I just broke it, replaced it, and that seems to have fixed it. But this is actually producing more than I thought it was. I may have just we had like a massive amount of royal jelly. We were using it, and I wonder if it had just run out because I had pulled imperial bees and stuff out, and that's why our scenarium suddenly dropped so much. So this is actually producing a decent amount of... I might have screwed something up, and that is why our scenarium production drops so much, because usually this just runs usually producing infinity combs and neutronium combs. I did pull those bees out while I was doing the swarming, but I'm thinking I may even, if we really want to go all in on the scenarium bee, which I'm thinking I might. I don't know. I did kind of want to like do that. Also, if I'm changing my mind, I should probably turn this off over here. It's just wasting. This is just going to be wasting if we don't end up going the seeds again. Maybe I should actually craft up a second mega apiary just to produce royal jelly, and then feed that into the scenarium bees. Is almost what I am thinking. I don't know if we need to do that. I could just maybe just keep feeding this more imperial bees. I don't know. I'm gonna mess around with this a little bit. I'm actually kind of having fun messing with bees again. I actually really like bees. They're really, really powerful, actually. What's that? I mean, like, how cute is that? Alright, I just don't like the look of this multi-block. I mean, it's cool. It just, like, it doesn't really... Doesn't really match like the other multi-blocks. I think it's because of the bronze plate. Anyway, yeah, let me think about how I want to do this. Although I just realized if I want to craft up another aviary, I think I like pulled all those recipes for all these things out of the A system. Aren't they like is oh, here, let's do Albury. There they are. Yeah, they're like funny. I remember they were like funny recipes. I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that. And I used to have them as like carpenter recipes originally. So I like in the honey, yeah. I just don't know if we would get to a point where we're producing enough royal. Like, I don't know how much. Because the royal jelly will be consumed by the imperial bees as well to produce more royal jelly, I believe. Could be wrong though. Maybe they don't. No, they do actually. Yeah, because I was producing royal jelly for the swarmers, and it was they were consuming it. Actually, they were consuming it, and it was going up, but it wasn't going up a lot. I don't know. I don't know if that would actually be. I don't know if they produce enough. Actually, if we did a second apiary, I could just have them producing the royal jelly in one and feeding it into the other one instead of consuming it, because the imperial bees are consuming the royal jelly themselves. So it's like, yeah, maybe I don't know. Okay, let me think about this. Yeah, I decided just to do more of the scenarium bees, not worry about getting a second thing up. Unfortunately, you can see this is a bit of a pain. Basically, you just have to, because it produces princesses, so you have to turn them into queens in the mega apiary. So this is, I found this is the easiest way to turn them into queens. Although I think I just voided one. You got to be careful. Yeah, I voided two accidentally. You got to be careful with that because it will consume it, and if it has nowhere to go, then it just voids it. So, all right, I just figure this is probably easier. Maybe, you know, just for the maybe for the fun of it, we will craft up a second mega apiary. I don't know. I'll think about it. I don't even know how many we have in here. 270. Yeah, as you can see, this can hold 8,000, but this is kind of time consuming. And I don't, sure. I don't think there's any way to like automate this. I could be wrong, but who knows? Always, and also always make sure you turn it off, because if you click through the configurations, you will hit output and it will dump all of these out, and you'll have to put them all back in. And since they don't stack, that makes it kind of annoying. All right, so we're up to like 1,500. See, we don't have any of the things in there, but it doesn't get rid of the thing. You can see like it still shows it, but it just says 0, which is kind of annoying because it just like it just covers the screen in text. So not a huge fan of that, but yeah, I think this is probably better than this route for sure. Especially that algae thing. Like, what even was that? That was UHVK seeds, and it's like, here, have 6 algae. Yep. Yeah. See, if you think about it, every 5 seconds, this is producing 2,600. I know, obviously, this doesn't have our fertilizer in it now. And this one, I'm like, I would have to do a setup to charge these and then put them back in. And I'm just like, okay, so we get 2,500 glowing coral, but it's 16 coral per scenarium, whereas this is just producing 1,500 scenarium, pure scenarium. So what would this would be like 16,000 glowing coral, if you think about it like that. So, yeah. I'll leave this running as kind of a backup, because I did set it up to... Oh, I didn't set up the... I thought I put the glowing coral in there. I don't know. Maybe I will set up... Maybe I'll like just set up so it puts the glowing coral in there. I don't have a disk drive in there though. I just have the 2 singularities, so I would have to throw another one. I'm just thinking, I'm like, because this is just dumping that in the A system, that will fill up our drives, and I don't particularly want that. Although we do have, I just realized we have 16 million. You know what, let's just do... I mean, I guess we could have both going, but yeah, this is... Like, this has to craft up scenarium, this just automatically produces it, so this is 100% better. And if I end up doing a second apiary, we could just feed this with just massive amounts of royal jelly. Maybe, I don't know. That could be kind of fun. I just... all those recipes have been added now to the assembler. So, like, a lot of them aren't terrible anymore. But I would have to redo all the recipes, because I know I got rid of them all. Yeah. I don't know. I'll think about that. I'm going to continue working on these, though. At least till I get all these done. I was just thinking, I'm like, actually, if we want to craft up more scenarium, I'm going to have to... Yeah. I used all the royal jelly. I didn't even think about that. So I can't craft up anymore. Alright, so it probably would be... Actually, to produce more royal jelly, I could just throw a few in there and just not have it consume the royal jelly. The other kind of annoying thing with only having one mega apiary, though, is if I want to have the swarmer, like, you can only have one bee in there. So if I had, 100 royal jelly bees or imperial bees in there, I would have to, like, remove all those before I could do the swarming thing to produce more. So it probably would be ideal having 2. I think, yeah. Yeah, I think maybe I will. All right, let me see. Yeah, let me start working. Maybe let's do that. I'm kind of convincing myself. Okay, I officially feel like I'm going out of my mind. I cannot. For some reason, this craft is taking 4 million scenarium, and I don't remember what the heck the recipe is that's using that much. I can't find it anywhere. Like, what is it? Blocks? What? I can't find it. I thought it was the Hycarium or whatever, but then when I went to we only used 400,000 of it for... I'm like, what are we using this for? It's funny. And then I would like go through each thing and I'm like, why? What? I just can't figure out what we're using so much scenarium for. So I was seeing if I could like fix or like passive craft or something like that, and I feel like I'm just going crazy that it's just not like that's to smelt up the ingots. I'm like, okay, so smelting up the ingots, but what do I do with the ingots? You know, I was like, is it the rods? Am I turning it into wood? What? I don't know. I'm going crazy. I am literally going crazy. The luminescence? Maybe it must be the luminescence. Is that what it is? But no, but that's the lumium. Yeah, the 4 million lumium. Because you need 8 million luminescence. But this doesn't... I'm going out of my mind. I'm literally going out of my mind. I've gone through this like a bunch of times. And I've gone through the recipes and I was like, why is this not... Why is it not jumping out to me? Like, I am... There's the lumium. Molten scenarium. So we're doing the molten scenarium. Is that we must be using... We're smelting the ingots to melt it down. Why are we using molten scenarium? What are we using? What is this going in? Oh, not those. Oh, PPIC wafers is that. All right, so that is 10 scenarium. Right? Yeah. Yeah, because that goes down to 1. Ah, it's the Pico ones. I mean, that's a ton of... Alright. So it is the circuits. I thought it was the Hycarium, just like quickly ran. 800,000. Yeah. There, that's what it is. 405,000 PPIC wafers. I don't think there is anything I can do about that. That's literally like... Nope. That's... We just need tons of scenarium. It just seemed like... Weirdly... Seems like we just needed so much. I'm like... And then it goes into the Pico circuit. So you can see... Yeah. It's basically this recipe. 64 of those, and then you start needing thousands of... Okay, I mean... It's not the end of the world. I knew we needed tons of things. It just seemed like all of a sudden I was going through massive amounts of scenarium. I must have just had like a huge... Must have just had a huge buffer or something. I don't know. It just seems so crazy that all of a sudden I'm now starting to have issues with scenarium, and I wasn't even going out of my way for it when I was crafting up all those I have harmonies. It's just the weirdest thing. I don't know where this like bottleneck has come up. Maybe we just had way more scenarium from this thing running for like a year that I realized. And we were slowly eating away at our scenarium. Our stash, and like, yeah, I didn't realize we were gonna be so desperate. That it's just funny. All right. To be fair, since I started recording, I did have like 7,000, and now we're up to 185,000, just as I've been talking here. So, yeah, I think this is 100% the way to go. All right, I think I will craft up another Mega Apiary. Okay, change of plan again. I'm not going to build another one. I don't think. I think it would just be better spent just getting more scenarium bees in the thing. So I am going to do that. I was like, I'm gonna make recipes for all it, and then I was like, no, just kidding. I don't feel like doing that. And then because it's all the different parts and random like slabs, and I have to get all this stuff, and I just don't feel like doing it. So what I am gonna do is see if I can input the things directly from here into here, and I think I'm gonna try. I may just... I've never actually... No, okay, that's not gonna do what I was thinking. I was just thinking, I'm like, oh, I could just put a wireless right here to there, but then I'm like, these are just, this is like a cable. That's not, that wouldn't do, that's not like an input, I guess I'm trying to say. I would have to do, I could maybe do, I mean, we can connect it with a wireless, obviously, if we want to do that. Or, you know what, the easiest would probably just be moving it. Wouldn't that just be easier? Now I'm thinking about it, why don't we just move it? We could just place it next to it. It is a bit more annoying trying to get power into it. But like that is just, yeah, that would be better. Now I just need to run some wires. We have plenty. Unfortunately, single block. I don't really have any. Wait a second. We could just use a solar panel. We'd craft up solar panels. We craft up UV solar panels. This is a UV machine. I don't know if it would actually work because there's glass above it though. Oh well, I'll just run. I'll run this over. I wish these were not so fiddly. It's a bit of a pain trying when you move so fast with the draconic armor, so it's a bit hard to line it up correctly. I could have just used like a bigger diameter as well. I think I have like, or I could have just done that to make it bigger. Oh well. Alright. We should have power in there. Yeah. Alright, I'm not going to auto output it. Not yet. I just want to make sure this will work. Make sure I have the right drones here. That would suck. Alright, and then that's just running, so it's not going to. Alright, yeah. And then I could just do that, and they'll just go directly in there. Alright, yeah, we'll do that. That makes that 1,000 times easier trying to do that. I do need to, I'm crafting up some royal jelly at the moment to get more. Thankfully, you get it relatively quick. We only have, there's 8 in there. But see, this is the one kind of annoying thing with having only one of these. I have to remove those. So that's why I only put 8 in there instead of like 30. We can even input if we want. Those are in there. Now, operating. And it just needs the royal jelly. And there it goes. All right. So there's those, and then I can just pull these out and put them in that. I mean, I could even do it like, I could even do like export directly in here kind of thing from the A system, so I don't have to manually do that, which might be something if I have like 1,000 in there. Did that go through all that? It goes through it decently fast, but it's not like super fast. But all right, well, I feel like I've taken like 2 episodes just dealing with scenarium. It's so crazy. Is this? Did I? Oh, no, I turned off the coral. That's right. But this is still going. Maybe I should have these turned off. I don't know if we need this. I don't think we're going to do it this route. This seems way more complicated than just producing more scenarium bees. I mean, 147. It's easy. The annoying bit is just turning them into queens. That's the annoying bit. But we can just, like I said, feed that. So, all right, cool. I do have more of those crafting up. I just wanted to get them going while I was doing other stuff. And I think that's almost enough for 192 more of those. So that's 8 stacks of those field generators. We actually need 12 to get one of these large capacitors. So we're getting closer. We're definitely getting closer. But it is still a trek. Fun though. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. So thanks for watching and have a good one.